regreso aquí en Auto 060 en Cristina Radio Network y ahora vamos a tener una entrevista muy interesante de las que me gusta mucho hacer porque se trata de la industria de los autos y de los jóvenes. And we're going to switch back to English to do this interview now. We're going to talk to Yoret Borrego-Delward. She's Director of Talent Acquisition and Diversity at Chrysler Group. How are you, Yoret?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time. And I understand that you visited Miami this week, specifically Florida International University, to launch a very, very cool program, something that I really like to hear about when car manufacturers do this. Can you talk about that, please?
Sure, yes. So we have built a relationship with Florida International University. Started about 3 years ago recruiting candidates for our summer internship program from the college, particularly in the engineering program. And over the last 2 years, we've really built some strong relationships. And they were talking to us about a program that they have with local high schools where they're trying to instill a desire to pursue STEM careers, science, technology, engineering, and math. And we're looking to partner with corporations to help support, bring certain equipment and tools to the high schools so that they can provide these hands-on training classes in the high school. So together with the Chrysler Foundation, who donated $15,000, Chrysler Group donated a ProMaster van, has been decaled with FIU logos and Chrysler's logos to provide the university with a vehicle that will then carry the equipment to the high schools to do some hands-on learning for the high school students.
Oh, that's great. So you said you already had a relationship with FIU, which, by the way, is a very progressive university. They have really cool programs in all the fields, actually. And so you said you have a relationship with them for 3 years, and now you're expanding, going outside the university to reaching out to younger students even.
Yeah, so the relationship with the university, 2 years ago, we made it we have, in our university relations program, we have 24 strategic universities from which we have very active recruiting programs. 2 years ago, FIU, through some introductions prior to that, became one of our strategic schools. So we have teams of employees who are regularly on campus talking to professors and deans and students, trying to encourage them to join Chrysler Group for our summer internship, and then hopefully if they're successful with a career in the automotive industry with Chrysler.
So, and this extension of the program going out to high schools, why is that important for Chrysler and I guess the automotive industry to reach out to younger students now?
Well, it's really important because, as you know, in the papers there's a lot of discussion around engineers and the STEM fields, and the lack of the numbers of graduates that are coming out of these programs are down. And so we really need to get further back in the pipeline to the high schools and even the middle schools to start getting students interested in these fields and have them really understand what the fields are all about. Because you say engineering, and I don't know that, a 14, 15-year-old will understand what that means.
Yeah.
And FIU has so many different engineering programs, from construction to mechanical, electrical, civil, chemical. I mean, there's just so many different careers you could pursue with an engineering degree that we really want to promote that further back in the education process.
Yeah, and you also mentioned that you identify FIU as one of your strategic partners in these kind of programs. Is this because of the actual programs that FIU does, and it's also the fact that, I don't know the number, but I'm going to say around 75% or more are Hispanic students. Is that an important factor in that too?
Oh, absolutely, and I think the number is much higher.
Yeah, I bet.
The Hispanic population, I think, is upwards above 50% at least. And so as we look to have a more diverse workforce, we're looking for universities that have high-caliber programs and are graduating. I think FIU graduates the most Hispanic engineers in the country.
That's amazing, yeah, and that's great. So can you talk a little bit about the programs that are going on already there? Like, for example, with FIU specifically. So you identify students that are doing well in some particular classes, and then you start try to recruit them for Chrysler? Or how does that work?
Well, we have our department, the University Relations Department, manages the college relationships. So we collaborate with the different organizations, for example, engineering, supply chain, sales and marketing, and we work with operations to go on campus and provide opportunities to interact with the students, with the teachers, obviously, because they know who the bright students are, with the deans to understand the programs, to make sure the coursework is in line with what we're looking for from a graduate.
Yeah.
And, we'll host career fairs and other activities where we can interact with the students and then hopefully provide them an offer for our summer internship program, which usually is a 90-day program either on-site at our headquarters or at one of our facilities, manufacturing facilities.
And I don't know if you were in the liberty of talking about that, but you said manufacturing facilities. You have manufacturing facilities around the world now. So that can be an additional incentive for people to participate in these programs.
Yes, with the hopeful completion of the merger with Fiat, obviously we become a much bigger global player. We'll be the 7th largest automotive company in the world. So opportunities for students there's a bigger playing field. And, talking to these high school students, especially in, for example, the student body at Booker T. Washington, it's really about letting these kids know that there is a big world out there, and if they just study hard, and it won't be easy, but if they study hard, there is a world of opportunities for them to be successful and be fulfilled in their career.
So you didn't mention them. I'm gonna mention them because the Chrysler group, Fiat Chrysler now has like amazing brands, starting from the Dodge here in the United States, Chrysler, Fiat, but then you have also Ferrari, Maserati, Fiat in Italy. So those are really names that resonate a lot with the young kids, right?
Oh, absolutely. We are awaiting the day where we can actually promote those brands as part of our brand.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a draw for a student to say, and in our portfolio is Alfa Romeo, Maserati, Ferrari. Those are brands that are world recognized.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that they're going to go directly to do an internship in Modena with Maserati. But, as you were saying, it's a big world out there for these kids to think about and see other opportunities. So do you already have like some examples of students that have come out of FIU or other universities from these programs that are working at Chrysler already?
Oh, absolutely. So two of the young people who were at the presentation today where we delivered the van, Maria Quintero and Ariel, were both FIU graduates, engineers who came and did internships at Chrysler. And then from that, when they graduated, they were offered positions in our Chrysler Institute of Engineering, which is our premier engineering program. It allows our engineering employees in the CIE program to partake in a 2-year rotational program and pursue their master's in either electrical or mechanical engineering, which is paid for by the company.
Well, that's amazing. So not only the opportunity to take a job with Chrysler, but also get help for further education. So that's fantastic. And again, this is a national show. It's on Sirius XM Radio, so it's heard all over the country. And you mentioned 24 universities that you have partnered with. And I guess they're all over the country, right? And people can participate. And can you explain the process to do that?
Yeah, and you don't have to be a student of one of those schools to apply. Our website is chryslercareers.com, and all of the internship opportunities, they're not posted now. They will be posted in the next 30 days. So anyone who's interested in looking at opportunities for next summer with Chrysler should go to the website, chryslercareers.com. And there's our program will be 500 students next summer.
Wow, that's amazing.
Many opportunities, and it's a paid internship, and in certain circumstances, we even provide a housing stipend.
Excellent. We're talking to Georgette Borrego Dolworth. She's Director of Talent Acquisition and Diversity at the Chrysler Group. And you mentioned the program here in Miami with FIU and this truck that is going to go around. When does that start, and how can our audience can find out about that program in particular?
Yeah, well, that program will be led through Florida International University and the Booker T. Washington High School Partnership, and they are looking for other high schools in the Miami area in which to partner. But you would probably do that through Florida International University, through the engineering department.
Okay.
Amir Miramar is the dean of the engineering school, and he is leading this effort.
Excellent. Yeah, we're going to post the pictures of the truck that was delivered today at FIU, and also some of the links that you have mentioned, so Canadians can go there and take advantage of these amazing opportunities with Chrysler Group. So, Georgette, thank you very much for your time. And I guess, as I said at the beginning, I really enjoy when companies we can share what car manufacturers do besides just making and selling cars.
We are open for business and looking for the next generation to join Chrysler. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Thank you very much.
Este programa fue una producción de National Latino Broadcasting.